Kogan analyzing a political cartoon, and I guess you could say an amendment as well. We're killing two birds with one stone here, but we're going to use this to kind of discuss the amendment we're about to look at. So just looking real quickly at this one, it looks like we do have a line of gentlemen. I'll get out of the way. Looks like they're putting something in the a jar.
A jar, looks almost like a token.
Yep. Oh, waiting patiently.
Waiting patiently. I noticed this guy here, he's got a hammer, almost like a ruler or some sort of measure and tape.
This guy is definitely into the trades, but
Yep.
he's working with his hands.
You know, a much more well-dressed person behind him.
Yep.
Paper here, maybe a newspaper. I do notice a soldier.
Yep.
You know,
He's got some rank too.
he's got some chevrons on him.
He's got some
I believe
rank.
that's a sergeant. Am I?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
And all these guys in line are African
There are
Americans.
African Americans.
Now, the sad thing is that we're astonished by how well dressed they look.
Right.
And we're astonished almost on just how they're presented. Because in most political cartoons, when you're looking during this time period, features are exaggerated.
Yes.
Often made to look like an animal as well.
Correct.
From this particular time period, because now we're having Jim Crow. I'm thinking of that Freedmen's Bureau
Yep.
political cartoon.
Mhm.
Something you wouldn't do today because very absolutely racist. wrong.
Definitely a negative bias towards African Americans.
But this is great. You have people that are, now they're showing them well dressed. They're assets to society. Again, you're talking about he's got a leadership role. He's probably working in the trades as well. This guy probably potentially a businessman.
Yep.
This is great. But what are they doing here, though?
They're voting.
They're voting.
They're dropping, it's probably a yes or no vote or two different candidates, and you were given your token and you just dropped it in. Obviously different from the way we vote today.
Sure.
But we are seeing African American enfranchisement, African American suffrage for the first time.
So now, since they are voting, this is then, of course, this is a cartoon. We don't have a date here just yet, but we know this is post-Civil War.
It's got to be post-Civil War.
Absolutely.
Because we know after the Civil War, first the slaves had to be freed.
13th
Then they had to
Amendment.
be given citizenship.
14th Amendment.
Then those citizens had to be given the right to vote,
15th Amendment.
so long as they were men.
Right.
Ladies, sorry, you gotta wait till 1920.
Right. So what we get here is that you have them actually exercising their right to vote. So again, 14th Amendment gives them citizenship. 15th Amendment saying, hey, as a citizen, you have the right to vote. So this comes about in 1870. So we can almost probably say this cartoon, this image here, is right around that time period.
5 years after the end of the Civil War, 5 years after the abolition of slavery, 3 years after the 14th Amendment, 1867.
I believe so.
So
I'll double
67
check.
or 68.
But Section 1, the right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous conditions of servitude. And that's what makes this image so great. You have African Americans voting. This is probably what it may have looked like the first time, but again, we see progress. When we're looking at previous images of political cartoons, they were in a field, on a cotton field, working on plantations as servants, usually dressed in raggedy clothing because they were considered property as well. This is progress. You have them not only voting, but you can see that they are starting to do well in life as well, which is different from others.
And you have, as a result of the African American vote, we start seeing African Americans elected to Congress.
Yep.
In the 1870s. Unfortunately, we won't, after that first wave, we're going to see voting right restrictions that come into play, and we won't see African Americans voted into Congress well into the future.
Great image.
You're right, it is.
Excellent. Anything else?
No, we're good.
Thanks for watching.